Good morning, it is day 20 and it's not the best weather, but we're going to concentrate on doing things inside the van today. So I managed to stain enough wood to start the roof, so what we're going to do is sort the bulkhead out so it looks a little bit neater and then start getting the roof up today, and we'll see how far we get along. I think that will be probably the limit of our day though, because it's not looking nice out, but we'll do what we can do. So yeah, that's where we're up to, and I'll see how far we go. I made a temporary rain shelter, and you can see it's been up for about 5 minutes. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, so we've removed the bulkhead start that we made, and we decided what we'll do is actually start the roof first and then do the bulkhead afterwards. So I'm just going to cut to size some of this thicker foam just to insulate the ceiling a little bit more before we put the wood in place. I don't know if there'll be any space for the dial insulation, but we'll see if there needs it. But that's what I'm going to do first, is get this cut and put on the ceiling. It's self-adhesive, so it should be quite an easy job, fingers crossed.
And for once, I did actually measure before cutting, so miracles do happen. We decided whilst I was doing this as well that the light fixture needed to come down from the van that it came with, so that's just barely taking it down whilst I hide in the garage from the rain.
I made it into the garage when it stopped raining, and now I am stuck because it was absolutely pelting it down. And I didn't bring a coat, so I'm just going to hide it out and hope for the best.
And that is the roof with all the thick insulation added in, so hopefully that will help keep it nice and warm. And now it's time for the pallets to start going up. So this is what we stained last time, and my job during this was mostly just holding pieces of wood up in the right place while Beardy did the hard work. So this is us just starting sort of patterning it out so it looks a little bit uneven, and immediately my temporary rain cover decided to block the camera. So most of the footage is like that. Eventually I did notice and move it out of the way though. So here's just some fun footage of me standing around holding things when necessary. But in reality it is actually quite important because it's really hard to do otherwise.
So there is a bit of a gap between the roof and the ceiling. So I'm just going to add some dial insulation to sort of bridge that gap and hopefully keep it nice and insulated. Okay, so this is where we've got up to today for the roof, because I am tired and I'm going to bed. But we've not finished these sections at the end here because there isn't anywhere at the top here to attach them to. So what we need to do is create a bridge for them, which we will do next time. Obviously the roof is so uneven and wonky, it's not going to be perfect, but it's rustic. I'm going for the rustic look. Bits like here, I'm going to do another layer of the stain, and that'll catch those bits when we do that. So there we go, that's us for day 20. Roof's fully insulated again, and we've started on the beams. Also, I mentioned on the last video that she had to go in for a MOT. She ended up spending 4 weeks in the garage and costing £1,300 to get some issues fixed. However, the leak in the diesel seals is now fixed, so that's no longer a problem. There's a couple of advisories that haven't been sorted, but we'll get round to them, and she's running a lot better now, so we're getting there with that. So at least the mechanical side of things is all sorted now, touch wood, but that's that for the MOT. So now I just have to figure out how to pay that back. Yeah.